What's good, everybody? Welcome back for another episode of Top 5 Live, episode 147. Is that
47.
accurate? What
47.
ever episode 147. This week we are doing the top five movie cameos. So I don't remember if it was Javon or Danny, but one of them, like a lot of times we don't already have a set um one that we're doing. Uh it'll come up in like somebody will be watching something, we'll be like, bro, we should do that's what normally happens, or it happens often enough. And I don't remember whose idea it was this time.
Yeah, this is Danny.
Uh, okay.
We get a tour of Danny's house. Okay.
So you know why it happened? I was watching Deadpool and Wolverine, and I was like, "This is one of the best cameos ever." Now I can't say which cameo that is, but
Oh no, we could. No. We talking.
somebody.
We could talk.
I still haven't seen it, but
You haven't seen it,
I ain't have time to. I tried to buy a ticket earlier today.
man.
I tried to buy a ticket before so I could watch it before
I think you just hate
the show. I'm dead.
Danny
No.
freezing up, man. Danny having the dial-up issues.
I tried to watch it today. I bought my ticket on Fandango like I always do, and they took the money out of my account, but I never got the ticket, so I had to go in there and dispute it. But the movie was showing at 4, and I was like, well, the movie showing times that are after 4 I can't make because I won't get home in time enough to be able to do the show. So I was like, so I'm gonna go tomorrow. I'm off tomorrow because little man's got a doctor.
I think this is just hating, man. I think you just hating.
I don't. Why would I hate the MCU?
Because you was salty, man. You was
Salty about what?
Gladiator and all that.
He was mad because it was the most anticipated movie of the year.
Most
I was not mad at all.
anticipated.
I was not mad at all. We argued about. I wasn't mad.
You brought it up again when the Gladiator trailer came out.
My list, yeah, but that's what I'm saying. My list, we always are supposed to be doing. It's supposed to be somewhat personal, you know what I'm saying? And I personally am definitely 1,000,000% looking more forward to Gladiator than Deadpool, and it's not close. That's just me though. So I'm not joking. I'm going to see Deadpool because of this next movie in the series. It's not because I'm excited about it. That's just
should be. It's a good movie.
I don't know. It was a good movie.
You didn't like it?
No, I liked it. I liked it a lot, but as a fan of comic book movies and stuff like that, yes. As a person who likes great stories that make sense, no. But
it made sense. See,
they made it make sense.
It made sense.
But
it made sense. Like, y'all gotta stop, man. I feel like people be doing that. They don't mean it. I would say I would give it a solid. I'll give it a solid B plus. The cameos pushed it from a B to a B plus.
Okay. Like I said, I'm definitely going to see it because I don't want anybody to spoil it for me.
I already got spoiled like 3 times before I got to the movie.
Yeah, see, I would be really mad.
I told y'all how I feel about these movies, man. If it's something that I don't want to be spoiled, I'm not a person that's going to count on the internet not to spoil stuff for me. So I literally am going to go as early as I possibly can go.
That's what I do all the time.
Normally I can, but I couldn't this time.
Yeah.
Like, I think the Thursday, I think I had something to do. Friday, I think I was busy both those days. And like normally with my old job, I used to be able to, whatever. I'm not working here anymore. I used to be able to sneak away at lunchtime and go watch a movie. But I can't do that now. I can't do that with my new job. So
don't work like that anymore.
Don't work like that anymore, man. Listen, appreciate God's blessings when you get them. Although I did.
Right.
But I will give it a B plus. I give it a B plus.
Yeah, I put it around.
I thought it was better than the second one.
I didn't. I like the second one a lot. A lot of people are saying that they put it above the second one. I really enjoyed the second one.
I thought the second one was okay.
This one,
I just rewatched it yesterday. I thought it was okay.
This one to me was more like Endgame in that they put like a lot of fan service over, the plot and stuff like that, which is fine, which is cool. It's a comic book movie, so why not? But it doesn't have the rewatchability. Rewatchability is like high on my list, I think. Outside of like looking for Easter eggs and cameos and stuff like that, like I wasn't like, oh, I need to go back to the movie to see that one. Like when Civil War came out, I was like, I need to see this movie again immediately.
Yeah, but that was a lot of fan service in that one too, though.
In Civil War?
Yeah. The whole fight scene is fan service.
No, that's not the same. That's in service of the story. The story is them. The big fight is them. One side against the other side, and the emotions and all that stuff. Fan service as far as the whole sequence with them going to the different universes for the Wolverines and seeing all the stuff that.
Stop, Danny.
Huh?
He just said he didn't want to be spoiled.
Oh, my bad. That whole sequence was fan service. Like it's just showing the fan stuff that they would never get to see outside of this thing. So I don't know.
Listening.
Morgan.
I was completely zoned out, so I ain't hear nothing you said.
Worry about the elbow you through the screen, man.
I didn't spoil nothing. I just said.
All right, we gonna stop talking Wolverine and Deadpool, man. I don't want to spoil it for this man. It's a good movie. It's worth going to see in the movie theaters.
Definitely worth going to see in the movie theater.
It's funny too.
I mean, I went to go see Long Legs with baby girl yesterday, and we had to go see that first because baby girl wanted to. She's a horror movie fan like her daddy. I think her mom likes horror movies too, but so we had to go see that, and it was. I've heard about like how unnerving it is. Anytime somebody tells me a movie is unnerving, I'm putting it on the scale with Hereditary, and it is not Hereditary level. It's a very slow burn, very slow burn. But
I mean, some slow burns are dope though. Like that movie. What was the one? Barbarian was a slow burn. But Barbarian was very good.
Barbarian is a fantastic. Barbarian is one of my favorite movies I've seen in the last 5 years, easily. Easily, hands down.
I was surprised when I watched it.
Hands down, is absolutely.
I'm surprised you watched it.
Yeah, I was surprised. I watched it.
That was one of my favorite. The way that he broke the story into acts, literally into 3 acts, literally. Mm-hmm. Chef's kiss for me. Like I know that weirded a lot of people out how he merged the acts in and how he merged those different scenes, but I love that. But the thing I love the most, some of my favorite movies are movies I went in completely clueless about. I had no idea what Hereditary was about at all. I think I watched the trailer, but from the trailer I didn't get much. I had no idea what it was supposed to be about, and when I watched it, blew my mind. Barbarian, I really had no idea. I don't even think I watched the trailer. You know what I'm saying? So
that one was on Netflix, right? You didn't go to the movies to see Barbarian.
I didn't.
No, I watched it on Vudu.
Yeah.
I think I saw it on HBO Max.
But so for the last few years, like everybody at this point knows, I'm a big horror movie fan. The last few years, I mean, still, I'm thinking like I got Last of Us in my head. Talk to Me is still.
I still got to see that.
Talk to Me is still for horror movies. That joint still might be number one. It's not over Hereditary for me personally, only because Hereditary still. I would still say, even though the acting in Talk to Me was very, very good. Hereditary has the best acting of any horror movie I've ever seen. It is a master class, especially from Toni Collette. Like she was breathtaking. Her and the guy that played her son and the little girl, the father, like all that entire cast was fire. You know what I'm saying? Like they were in their bag. Talk to Me is so good though. It is so good and it's so original. Like,
All right, I don't want to talk. Don't talk about.
well, I'm not.
Don't ruin it.
I promise you, I'm not spoiling anything.
Don't spoil
I'm
nothing.
just saying that that movie is a must watch. If you're a horror movie fan, it is a must watch. I feel like Barbarian is a must watch too, especially for me listening to the director's notes and listening to his version and his
They
commentary.
still do director's cuts, man.
I love it.
He has one. He has one, and I was listening to it because I like to get into their. I did the same thing for Ryan Coogler with Black Panther with the first one. I like to get into their mindsets about, because the more movies I watch, the more I fall in love with everybody's particular style and how and why they shoot things the way they shoot it. You know what I'm saying? Because we're all storytellers and all of that stuff matters a lot. Like the way that it doesn't seem like it until you see the final piece, but it matters a lot. Like when I watch Long Legs, one of the things that makes that movie so unnerving, and there's another movie called In a Violent Nature that had a whole lot of critical acclaim for how creepy it was and stuff like that. And the creep factor for those movies, I guarantee you they ripped from Resident Evil. Because for those, I don't know how many people are gamers, but Resident Evil, the scare factor for Resident Evil isn't because the zombies are fast or anything like that. It's very similar to Walking Dead. The zombies are slow, but once they get around you in mass, it's all bad. You know what I'm saying? But with Resident Evil, everything is shot from weird angles for video games. So like if you walk on a hallway on Resident Evil, you hear the feet, and then when they come around the corner, all you see is a long hallway. You know what I'm saying? So if something comes out of that hallway, you know what I'm saying? Like you see it. Like I'll never forget. I hope there's some gamers on here. I will never forget the first time I ran into the liquor, bruh. Yo, me and Siobhan, me and my ex-wife. I want to say it was me and my ex-wife. No, that was Dead Space. It might have been me and my daughter's mom, bruh. When that joint busted through that freaking window, oh my god! I think I literally dropped the controller, but they mastered the way they shot it. Like you saw the joint down the hall, and you like, where the freak did that go? But then when you start walking, they don't move the camera. So like they don't move the camera until you move to a different hall. So you're still on this hall, and if there's a zombie at the end of the hall this way, you got to walk back towards the camera this way to go to another hall. So like you can see the joint chase you. It's the camera angles. So like in the movie in Long Legs, they're shooting the movie from that type of perspective. They keep everything dark. They're not flooding a lot of light into it. So it creates spots. Because it's a suspense, I would think of this movie as more of a thriller, like a horror thriller kind of. But that creates suspense because now you have extra dark spaces on the screen that you're wondering whether there's anybody there or not. That you're wondering whether there's you know what I'm saying? Like it creates things that start playing with your mind. And I love
when I was watching what was the last Jordan Peele movie with the sky thing?
Nope.
Nope. Oh yeah, nope. That movie, like I found myself looking, like moving my head to try to see if I could see around, like you know what I'm saying? Like I literally was in my seat and I was like, yo, what is, like I'm looking to see like what is, knowing I can't see any more of the screen if I move my head. But I'm like, what I think I see something, you know what I'm saying? Like because of the way they shot the film and the purpose of not looking directly at it and that being in the story, like you wanted to see what it was. So I think I understand what you mean. Yeah,
like it's in a violent nature. One of the things that they kill is the fact that literally this dude, I don't think that's spoiling anything. I would classify In a Violent Nature being a new age slasher. I won't nod towards anything else outside of saying that. But it pulls on some strings from that. But the camera angles they shoot stuff at are fantastic. Like that in itself is a device in the story. You know what I'm saying? And that is the type of like mastery that I be looking for when I watch films, because it make, with us making comics, it matters for us too. Like how you decide to frame that, what you decide to put in panel, all of that stuff matters. You know what I'm saying? Especially when you put it together for the full story.
Right.
And when I first started making comics, Danny was trying to show me that stuff, but I came from writing a novel. So in my mind, if I don't say it,
you can't see it.
Yeah. How are you gonna follow the story if I don't say it? You know what I'm saying? Like, so I had to learn.
Technically, that's true for comics as well.
Yeah, but what I had to learn is I think it was Ro. Somebody told me
the difference is what you're saying gets interpreted through visual. So
yes,
yeah.
But so it was either Ro or Wally or both of them. Like we were going through one of the scripts and they were saying, honestly, a good comic or a really good comic, you will be able to tell what's happening. You'll be able to tell the story by the pictures alone if you never added words. Even if you didn't add words, I know what's going on this page and I can see the flow of the story without the words. That's what you're going for. And then you add the words for extra impact or to lead the story where you want it to go. And I said, that helped me. That helped put a whole lot more in perspective for me to start scripting things differently. So Daniel, I look for all of that, man. I look for all of that when I'm watching movies. And Barbarian is a masterclass on that. Every Jordan Peele movie I go to, I literally take notes, while I'm watching, because I know Jordan is very intentional. So like, if there's
you be texting us from the movie theater.
Yeah,
I know you and Greg both do that. It's weird.
I'd be like, bro, just sit and watch the movie. You can tell us.
Listen, it depends. It depends on how excited I am. But like, I know Jordan does not put if there's a painting on the wall, if there's a t-shirt that the character's wearing, if there's all of that stuff matters. You know what I'm saying? And I want to be that type of director. I want to be that type of storyteller. So that's why I really like be gleaning stuff from them. Like Ryan Coogler, still one of the masterclass things from Black Panther #1. I remember listening to his director's joint, and he was talking about how the casino scene, Okoye, Nakia, and T'Challa are in T'Challa's black, Nakia's in green, Okoye's in red. Yeah. That was intentional. You know what I'm saying? Like, all of that stuff matters, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's so freaking. And me and Danny, like, as we're creating the universe, we absolutely are. I ain't gonna say we're obsessed with breadcrumbs, but they're like
list.
Yeah, there's a lot, bro. Like, there's a lot. As we're building the universe, there are a lot of breadcrumbs that we're just praying when people get through these stories that once they like look back, they be like, oh snap, this was okay. You know what I'm saying? And then like when you listen to the audio podcast, there's more there. Like once you put the whole thing together, it's like, yo, they okay, blah, blah, you know what I'm saying? And we get that from the people that inspire us. So
man, when I tell you one of the dopest things, somebody on TikTok asked me, he was like, hey, is Rooster from Ace Blade #1 the same Rooster from King Supreme, the King Supreme one shot? And I was like, man, like I get to tell people how these stories are going to be connected without telling them. You know, I get to give them that breadcrumb early. And like stuff like that is super dope, man. Like people actually reading these books and you know, seeing the stuff like that is really dope.
Yeah. So I will do my best to make sure, not even do my best. I'm definitely going to see Deadpool tomorrow. That way, you know, we can like have the full discussion this coming Tuesday and review and all that type of stuff. And we're letting everybody know ahead of time. We're going to talk about it like fully, spoilers with everything. I wish y'all watched House of the Dragon so we could talk about that, but you know, y'all.
I have not watched one episode of it. It's been a rough year for me.
Just don't.
In general.
Are y'all gonna see the new M. Night Shyamalan movie?
Of course.
Man, he always get me, man. He always.
Baby girl just asked about that.
I hate him so much because his premises are so good.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
And I'm like, dog, I gotta see it. Even if it don't turn out great, the premise gets me in the movie theater.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's really good with that. I almost wish he would come up with the premise and let somebody else write it.
Him and J.J. Abrams are kind of the same. Like
Yeah.
J.J. Abrams has this thing where he'll be like, "Oh, this is a good idea." I'm kind of the same way, so I can't even say nothing. They'll be like, "Oh, this is a good idea. We should make this," and then they be like, "Okay, but how do we make it make sense?"
How do you make it? I don't know. We'll figure it out.
I'm out.
We'll figure it out.
That is 100% Danny in a nutshell.
No, that's me too, Danny. It's all right, man.
The one, and
I'll be having some ideas. I'll be like, man, this is a great idea. How am I gonna end it? Whatever. We'll figure it out. Let me just start writing.
We'll
get to the end of it.
I was just explaining this to one of my coworkers earlier today. I said, like storytelling wise, me and Danny, not just storytelling wise, just period. Me and Danny balance each other out because Danny, if he gets something in his mind, if it sits there long enough, he gonna do it. Like it's not, you know what I'm saying? Like it's not even. It doesn't matter what you say, you know what I'm saying? But there are some times where I could be like, bro, but listen, this, and that. He'd be like, dang, I ain't think about that. All right, but bet we can do it like this, whatever. The ideas will go forward, but at least now there's different tidbits in there to help the idea get some direction before we get too far down the road. Yeah. But I also need his impulsivity, because I can have an idea and I'll sit there with the idea and be crafting the crap out of the idea behind the scenes and not put it forward when it's like, bro, it's a good idea. Just put it out there already. Yeah, I'm going to, I will, you know what I'm saying? Or whatever. And then they'll be like, nah, let's do it right now. Yeah, I'm going to, you know what I'm saying? Like it's a balance to it. You know what I'm saying? So, and you need that. You need people like, I admire the crap out of people that are like natural. I guess go-getter would be the best embodiment. Like,
self-starters.
Yeah, that's probably good. You know what I'm saying? Like I admire the heck out of people like that, because I am not wired that way. Like once I get into it, we in there, let's go. You know what I'm saying? But like people that wake up in the morning, they're like, hey, we got this to do today, we got this to do today. Boom, 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 boom. And they just go and just not like, if you give them a plan and they put that, or not even if you give it, they have a plan in their head. They're going to make that plan. They're going to put it down. They're going to segment it. And when they wake up in the morning from go, bam, 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 bam. You know what I'm saying? They're just going to knock it all down. I admire the crap out of people like that because my brain.
You know what helps me? I just write it down.
I can have it written down.
Most days I have like in my notes. What's up, Sean?
What's good, bro?
Most days in my notes, I will have like a checklist. Oh, okay, I got to do this, and this. And then every hour, I check my list to make sure I make it through. That's how I get going. But I always have a list. I have a checklist in my head anyway. So
see, my checklist stays in my head, and I adapt as I go.
I mean, I do that too, but like I get up knowing I got like maybe it's because I have like a routine with my kids. So like I know, okay, I gotta get up, I gotta make Junior's lunch, I gotta make his breakfast, I gotta get him up, I gotta get him dressed. So like that's how my brain works. So at the end of that list of the stuff that I do with my son is, okay, now I gotta do this, and then this, and then this, and then this, and then this.
Yeah,
it literally just keeps going. So
yeah,
but the impetus of taking care of my kid is what gets me up and gets me going.
Yeah, it's the same. When I have little man, when I have Bubba, obviously there's a definitive schedule of medicine and things that he has to have done during the day. Like if I have him before 10, he gets his first meds at 10. That's not the nebulized stuff, you know what I'm saying? But like his meds for G and J tube gets that at 10. He gets those at 10, 2, 6, 10. So throughout the day, everything I have to do is plan by that. He's getting fed from 5 p.m. to 11. Well, 11 or whenever the bag finishes, usually like between 9:30 and 11 the next day. I have to wake up in the middle of the night to make sure I turn him and refill the bag. If I don't have a nurse that night. So yeah, my life is definitely segmented as the same way because there are things that I have to do for him, period, because he can't do it for himself. So in that way, it is segmented like that. And I have things in my head like I need to do this or that, I need to do that today, I need to do this. But it's like, all right, that's gonna get in where it fits in, and if it don't fit in, I mean, it depends on what it is. If it's for somebody else, I'm way more likely to do it. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm way more likely to do it if it's for somebody else, and I'm getting ready to let that person down if I don't do it, than I will for like if it's just me and I know I had something to do that day. Be like, man, I'm gonna get to it. I can have a great story I did. I'm gonna write it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you said you're gonna write it today. I mean, I am, but like, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna get it like next hour, and then next hour becomes 2 hours, and that, you know what I mean? There's some days where I do really good, and I wake up and be like, you know what? That's one of the reasons I used to do like that with Danny when the shop was still there. I'd be like, nah, every other Monday, bro.
Yeah.
Something happened. You know what I'm saying? Like we gonna get something done today. I don't care if it's just, you know, I don't care what it is. We can get something done today though. And I also have to get out of my element. Like if I'm trying to write and I'm trying to write at the house, I'm about to struggle because I'm in my creature comforts. I need to be away from other distractions. If I'm away from them, I can really, you know what I'm saying, get it popping then. So
hey, are y'all watching the Olympics at all?
I am watching the results, but I have not live watched anything yet, which I was mad because I keep missing the swimming.
They're killing it.
I keep missing the swimming. I saw it earlier. Katie Ledecky beat somebody by 17 seconds.
Are we really not going to talk about Robert Downey Jr. as Dr. Doom?
We can.
No, I'm just wondering because I thought y'all would have been like up on that.
I don't, like I said, bro. I am still a fan of the MCU, and I'm still gonna go watch the movies. But I don't really.
You really don't care?
Not really. I mean, I love Robert Downey Jr. As an actor. I'm sure he would do a great job. I don't have as much invested in Doom. I know how popular he is of a character, but I don't have as much invested in Doom. But I trust him to carry that role well. You know what I'm saying?
Hearing what Javon has to say because he's the comic book historian of the three of us.
Yeah, so I got nothing.
I know comic books. You can do anything in comic books. So, but I know that the story that people are referencing isn't quite Tony Stark becomes Dr. Doom. It's Dr. Doom becomes Iron Man, right? What's that? The Invincible Iron Man story, or something like that. So, Infamous Iron Man. So, and like comic books has a history of doing stuff like that. Like I think recently they had Doc Ock and Spider-Man like trade minds or something like that, or trade bodies.
Superior Spider-Man. Yep.
They can do it in a bunch of different ways, but I'm curious as to what you would say, Javon. What do you think would be the best approach from the comics, or do you think that they're just going to do something completely new, leading to Secret Wars?
I'm kind of in a wait and see. I think it's a bait and switch. I think announcing Robert Downey Jr. as Dr. Doom is going to put butts in seats.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's going to get people coming back who might have fallen to the wayside, you know, with the last few movies. But you know, it's gotten people talking about the MCU. It's going to get people in the seats. But I feel like this is a like I feel like it's going to be one of those things where there will be a real Dr. Doom. They just haven't announced him yet. I think it's going to be somebody else as Dr. Doom. I think we're going to see it's going to be like a twist to it. Like maybe like Like, you know, if they do decide to stick with the multiverse thing, maybe it's Doctor Doom recruiting different versions of characters and making them work for him or something. It's gonna be something. It's gonna be some sort of bait and switch where we're gonna see the real Doctor Doom. That's what I think. Now, I don't know if I would have done it this way. I think because the Doom is so intrinsically connected to Fantastic Four, I don't know how I feel about them having him essentially come first. I think. When does the Fantastic Four movie come out?
I think they said just 2026. I think they said 2026.
I don't know. I saw Pedro.
So they got July 25th, 2025. Okay.
They did bring back the Russo brothers too. Didn't they do it for 5 and 6?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so wait, so if that comes out next year, Doomsday comes out.
I thought it was 2027.
What, Fantastic Four?
No,
Doomsday.
Doomsday. No, 26.
It says May 1st, 2026. So I really think I think it's gonna be something. I think it's gonna be a twist. I think it's gonna be something where we'll go, oh, okay. I don't think they're gonna. Yeah, that's right. No, they didn't just start filming Fantastic Four. They got a whole trailer, bro.
No, that wasn't a.
There's a trailer for Fantastic Four out right now.
That wasn't a trailer. It was
a teaser.
It was.
They have filmed pieces of the movie. What are you talking about?
I don't think so.
You don't think they? So what do you think that was?
I think it was like they did like a pre-visualization thing. Like I saw the thing with Galactus, and I saw I don't know, maybe they
showed the actors in costume.
Yeah, you're right. Maybe they did. I don't know.
I'm trying to figure out.
Yeah, I saw Pedro Pascal earlier talking about it with some of the other cast, so it's got to be.
No, they definitely been filming this already.
Yeah,
I would have had him introduce some Fantastic Four first, but at this point, when it comes to comic book movies, I just I go, all right, let me just see what you're gonna do. If it's good, it's good. If it's not, I'm gonna tell you.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's not even worth getting upset about anymore. If I'm being honest with you.
That's right. Just go and enjoy what you can enjoy, and then.
No, if it's bad, it's bad. But you know, some stuff they do, some new stuff they do is good. I mean, the Infinity Gauntlet story really is nothing like it is in the books.
Right.
So, but it's still good.
Yeah.
I think, like I said, man, I don't know how everyone else feels. I think I've heard people saying it. I guess it goes back to the fatigue conversation. I don't know that well, that's what I'm saying. Like, I think
no such thing.
I think it's based on perspective. Like, I don't know that the reason I might give it some credence is because I love the MCU, right? So I've seen all the movies. I've been hype about going to see the new movies or whatever, and that time has passed. Deadpool's a huge movie. It's a lot to look forward to. It's our first time seeing Wolverine in the MCU officially. We got mutants in the MCU officially. Like, and I don't know that I'll ever return to that level of hypeness that existed before for the MCU or any other comic.
Yeah, but that's nostalgia, though.
Points.
You know what I'm saying? Like, that's because it was new. It was first. It was new. Like, of course, most of the time, it's something new. You know, when you go back, you're never going to be as hyped as that one because that was like 10 years of buildup. Like,
yeah, but like
that's a hard thing to replicate.
the reason I will, and I'm literally thinking through this actively right now. So yes, we had 10 years to build up to um I I knew about when it was 10 years of build up for the MCU. But I'm trying to think of when the first John Wick came out. Like what the time span is between John Wick 1 and John Wick 4. If they said they were getting ready to drop John Wick 5 right now, I'm still gonna be hyped. I will still be just as excited. Just see what the next iteration is. So I don't think you ever. I don't
might, but as a whole, I don't think most people would. It's like when you tell, like the way I look at it is when you tell a story from start to finish. Like once you pop the balloon, then you try to re-blow another balloon. That's what they did. They blew it. They blew up the balloon. And eventually it popped and it was great and everybody was happy. But now they're like almost like you fall down the mountain. So now you got to do it all over again. And they tried to do it all over again with Kang, and Majors screwed that up. And you know what, Danny, you say you got to go. Let's do our list if you got to go.
All right.
What are you doing?
Man, I was trying to put together some vinyl stuff for the wife to put on our truck. Bro, this stuff is aggravating, man. This Cricut machine is.
I need one.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. I'm not hating. I'm literally trying to parse through this. I don't think. I really want to see when the first John Wick dropped. Let me see, because I'm dead serious. But I also
I wasn't even amped about the fourth John Wick.
I definitely was. Let me see.
Danny, you say you weren't?
No, I was not. But
for me, it's not that I don't like the John Wick movies. It's not that I don't like the John Wick movies, but like it's like the same thing kind of over and over again.
And it gets more awesome.
Does it though?
It's astounding.
I don't know. I thought the fourth one was okay.
The fire breath, bro, from the shotgun, that scene was so fantastically done. It is one of the most beautifully shot series of films, especially number 3 and 4, masterpieces. Whoever shot those, they're a beast of a different breed. Like John Wick 4 is beautiful just to look at. Like the scenes that they're capturing, lighting, all that type of stuff. I get it. Again, I'm not hating on the MCU at all. I'm gonna go support it regardless, especially because I want to just stay up with the story. But I'm just not as vested anymore. I am just going to see it because it's the next part of the story. You know what I mean?
I got you. I just, like for me, again, like you using your John Wick example, I think I'm good. If they never did another John Wick movie, I would be okay. Like I don't. Yeah. I've heard everything I need to. They've said to me everything they need to see with it. Like him to come back to me is kind of like, all right, man.
I think it's still a little bit different only because they're currently creating that storyline because it's a new story versus you knowing the ins and outs of the comics and what they're building to and what stories they're getting ready to tell. It's a little bit different, you know what I'm saying? Because you already have all that lore. You just want to see how they're going to put it into effect versus John Wick being completely like there is no lore in a book. Like you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like
the story reached this. Like what more are we going to talk about?
There, it depends. So the spinoff for the Continental is out already. I think they're going to go a direction with Kane.
Come on, let's do Danny's list though. Let's do the list because Danny's gonna get off here and have an interview with BJ Kicks and who you interviewing? Jeff Thorne, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay. All right. He too good for us now, Morgan. He's stepping up.
It's a busy
BJ Kicks and his 1 million views.
Not even. He did just get 1 million views.
I know that was pretty cool.
I'm happy.
All right, so we're doing top 5 movie cameos.
Yep.
All right, we want Danny go first since you the one that rushing us.
Okay. My my list is all over the place. I'm just gonna let you know.
That's not surprising.
So one of my number 5, I'm taking a page out of Javon's book. It was just like super unexpected, and when I saw it, I was like, "Yo, that's crazy!" And like the scene in the movie, even though the movie wasn't great, you know, it just was a bright spot for me, and it was super unexpected. So, Michael Jackson in Men in Black 2. I can be Agent M. I can be Agent M. Just hilarious. Number 4. This one, I don't know if we would I would count it as a cameo because he's not part of the main cast, but he did a whole scene with the main, you know, actor, and it was part of the story. But Mike Tyson in Ip Man, I think it was Ip Man 4, right?
Oh, I thought you were talking about Hangover.
Oh yeah. No. In Ip Man, I liked it because like it was an actual fight scene, like seeing the two styles. That was super dope to me. Number 3 is where I have Stan Lee. I'm just gonna say all of the MCU, like just his cameos in the MCU altogether. I think was super dope. Number 2, my boy Tom Cruise in Tropic Thunder. I don't know if y'all like seen Tropic Thunder in a minute. That joint is still hilarious to me.
It is.
It's hilarious to me. And
Robert Downey especially. Him and Tom Cruise especially.
Bro. Jack Black too, though. Jack Black was
Jack Black's comedy in there is worn some for me, but the movie's still hilarious to me.
Yeah.
Is it you said Michael Jackson, Men in Black 2 or 3?
I think it was 2. Men in Black 2.
Number 4 was
Mike Tyson. Yep, man. Yep. Stan Lee at 3, Tom Cruise at 2, and number 1, I'll just say Redacted. From Deadpool and Wolverine, but everybody knows what it is. I'm not gonna say who it was, but you know who it was because there's only one. So,
there was that could be anybody, man.
No, it was the one. It was the one. It was the one from Deadpool and Wolverine. I'll say Redacted for now, but I'll say the African American character that cameoed in Deadpool.
Oh, okay.
That's all I'll say.
That's the one for you.
That's the hey,
that movie. Okay.
I literally stood half stood up out of my seat when it happened. I was like I literally was on my way to get up, and I looked at my middle daughter, and she was like, "Is that?" And I was like, "But yeah, that's the one."
Okay. I'll go next. All right, so number 5. I had a different number 5, and I changed it because I'll say what the other number 5 was once I say what I changed it to. So my number 5 is going to be Dan Marino in Ace Ventura. I could have said from Bad Boys too, because I'm gonna switch it to Bad Boys. Dan Marino and Bad Boys because
you see y'all see what we put up with. Y'all, do you understand what we put up with?
Either way, it's Dan Marino in both movies. Both of them are hilarious. But for me, I'm gonna go with the one for Bad Boys because of what Will's line is once he takes it. Like, bruh, it's a really nice car. I mean, you should definitely get one. Not this one because I'm gonna F this up, but you should definitely buy this car. Like that joint, hilarious. That's my number 5. Number 4, Mike Tyson in The Hangover. Unexpected. The boom, 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 bam, bam, the feel it in the air, hilarious. That movie, I don't think it's still as funny to me. Some movies are just
what?
I just don't. That's what I'm saying. I think my humor to a degree is changing in some spaces.
That movie's hilarious.
But yeah, that's my number 4, Mike Tyson and The Hangover. Number 3, Sir Tom Cruise, Tropic Thunder. He overacted that part. it was insane. I could not believe that was Tom Cruise. That I was like, yo, this guy's crazy. And I was reading something today that said that, like, he literally had his lawyers threaten legal action if anybody leaked that he was doing that he was doing the character. Like, if anybody leaked it, he was gonna sue them. I was saying, dang, you know what I'm saying? But that sounds very Tom Cruise. So if you have not seen Tom Cruise in Tropic Thunder, go back and watch that crap. I don't care if you just go watch the clip. It is hilarious. Number 2, personal for me, Jeff Goldblum, Jurassic World, Fallen Kingdom. That crap is fire. He does have a cameo. In
movie.
So he at the end of the movie.
Yeah.
Is it the end of the movie?
It was a cameo.
No, the one after that, he was an actual part of the cast. Before the Fallen Kingdom one, it was a cameo at the end of the film. He's right.
Yeah.
Oh, the last one, the one before the last one. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay.
I thought that was a great touch. I thought that was a great touch to have him in it. Jeff, I don't know who doesn't love Jeff Goldblum, but that was a great touch. And number 1, Stan Lee. I was specific. Stan Lee and Into the Spider-Verse, because that was the first cameo that he had after he passed.
Eventually.
Yeah, they all fit eventually. You know what I'm saying? And that has sentimental value. You know what I'm saying? Because that was the first time. That's the first cameo he did post death, and the message that he gives Miles, because Miles is second guessing himself. You know what I'm saying? He was like, "Can I bring it back if it doesn't fit?" He was like, "They all fit eventually." You know what I'm saying? And that has double meaning. You know what I'm saying? So that's my number 1.
Okay. Interesting choices.
Yeah.
Choices. All right. Let me go. Let me see. All right. Number 5. I got ones y'all don't have, man. That's crazy. That's a lot of ones y'all don't have. Number 5, I got Channing Tatum in This Is the End.
Oh, okay.
He was this dude's sex slave. He just showed up out of nowhere with the GIMP mask on. That joke was hilarious.
Is that the joint that came out on Netflix?
No, I didn't come on Netflix. It was on the movie theaters. It had Seth Rogen and
I haven't seen that.
And old boy from The Office, the black dude from The Office,
Craig Robinson.
Craig Robinson. It had a bunch of them. It's a good movie. Just check it out. Number 4, everybody that was in Anchorman: The Legend of Ron Burgundy. That big fight at the end, not at the end, in the middle. It was hilarious.
Yeah,
but
man. That joke is so funny, man.
Anchorman is such a legendary 2 movies, bro. Like,
I ain't seen them Anchorman movies in a minute.
They're legendary.
The movie is so funny,
bro. Will Ferrell, you know what? You know Will Ferrell played Ron Burgundy at the roast.
Yeah.
Bro,
He was hilarious.
It was hilarious, bro. Anyway,
all right. Number 3, man. How y'all not have Neil Patrick Harris and Harold and Kumar, man?
Haven't seen it.
You haven't? Oh, okay, all right. You should watch that. You should watch that.
That's a good one.
Okay, number 2, I had to put this one on because the song he did was iconic in it. If you've seen the movie, you know the song. Matt Damon and Eurotrip. Scotty doesn't know. Don't tell. Yeah, I never saw that.
I seen it. I saw it when it originally came. What was that, like 2003?
Yeah, that's a while back, man. What? Yeah. Y'all always yell at me because I have like stuff.
I haven't seen it.
I saw it when it first came out, but yeah, I remember that. That.
Number 1,
movies on the list I haven't seen.
You gotta see them, man. Number 1, Mike Tyson, The Hangover. Nobody expected it. Nobody expected it. I remember watching the movie like, what the hell is Mike Tyson doing this damn movie?
The Tiger was in there too.
And then he knocked that dude out.
Yes. Boom, 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 boom.
Dude, especially when he come in playing the piano. Yeah. I gotta get that number 1.
Crazy. That's a fun.
Sean seen it. Sean seen it.
That's
I
a fun.
wanted to put
I probably
Bill
would have
Murray
known.
from Zombieland.
I wanted to, but I haven't seen it. I haven't seen Zombieland, so I couldn't put it on there.
You gotta watch that, man.
There was a good one I saw on there was a good one I saw online that Dan Aykroyd was in Casper. In his Ghostbuster suit. I thought that was fantastic.
I never seen Casper.
Me either. Yeah. That's what I'm saying. That's why I couldn't put it on there.
I got a Bob Barker and Happy
yes,
Gilmore.
That was the one that I had at number 5 because that crap was hilarious. You know what I'm saying? But the Dan Marino, like I said, that Dan Marino. I don't care.
What did he do though? Like, why was it such a great cameo? I don't remember him doing something.
I remember because I remember that moment in both movies.
He just showed up.
Still was both movies are absolutely. Look,
but I think
didn't he show up in? Was it Bad Boys 2?
Yeah, it was Bad Boys 2, but he didn't do nothing.
Bad
he
Boys
literally
2
got out the car.
Series. It's a cameo. Did you expect?
Yeah, but he didn't do nothing though.
Did he need to? We said surprising, right?
To be a top 5 movie cameo, yeah.
The Ace Ventura one I think was better because he was like he got kidnapped, like at the end when they were like, Finkel is Einhorn, and he was
like,
you know,
that was funny.
Yeah, but I mean,
I give you that one. He didn't do nothing in Bad Boys 2.
The only reason I put the Bad Boys over there is because every time I watch that movie, I laugh when he gives that line as he's leaving. He's like, bro, he was like, yo, this is a really nice car. You should really buy this car. Not this one, because I'm gonna F this one up. But this is a really nice car. You should buy it. I laugh every time I watch it. So
I wanted to put Will Ferrell in Wedding Crashers.
Yeah.
That was good.
Will Ferrell in anything is, I mean, Will Ferrell is one of those people that.
Have y'all seen the Daddy's
Home? Nothing. Huh?
Have y'all seen the Daddy's Home movies with him and Wahlberg?
Yeah, the first one was good.
Yes. Those movies are both hilarious.
The second one was all right.
It was hilarious to me, especially the end song scene, like the when they did
when he was dancing.
Yeah, they broke out into the musical at the end.
Was that the first one or the second one?
That was the second one.
Oh.
Because the boy met the girl, the boy.
Yeah, I kind of remember.
Yeah.
I kind of remember.
Anyways, y'all. I'm sorry. Gotta drop out.
You good. Go ahead, man. We probably need to call it early too, because I got dad stuff to do. Before we go, shout out to my wife, my lovely wife. Her birthday is today. She is enjoying a nice spa night, night into tomorrow. I think this is one of my favorite days because it's the day that she was born, and so I'm hoping that she is getting peace and rest and recharging for the rest of the day, for the rest of the year to come. And I think I'm happy for her, for her in everything, really. This year, I know I'm tired right now. Y'all see my eyes are drooping. But yeah, I think it's funny because our birthdays are so close. Because my birthday is Friday. So
that's crazy.
We kind of
too, bro.
I appreciate it.
Early.
You can take a spa day. No spa day.
I gotta work, man. I'm going to work.
Hey, shout out to the Stokes fam.
I'm going to work, man. I ain't doing nothing on my birthday. Not this year. This ain't been a great year, so we just gonna ease on by it. We just gonna slide on by it. Hopefully 43 is better. God, dog.
All right, bro. Y'all have a good night.
All right, yeah, I'm out.
I'll see y'all.
Shortest show we ever did.
I know. I don't know what we're gonna do next week.
Hopefully we're all not tired.
No, we won't be. I will have seen Deadpool by then, so we can further discuss. We're in the political season, so I'm not even bringing that conversation we talked about offline here.
Appreciate you, Sean.
Hey,
tell everybody, man. Tell everybody. We try to bring it. This was a weird week. This is a weird week. That's a weird week. I got soul daddy duties, and Danny's got off, and Danny had to take off. So
it's all good.
We will that abbreviated version,
and we will keep y'all abreast of. We got to talk as a group, but I still think we might do a Kickstarter.
No, we definitely gonna do one. It just depends
so
on when we do it.
Yeah, we just gotta plan it to get us funded for. We're gonna use the money to pay for the subscription for the sport to be able to stream. That's one, because that joint went up like crazy from when I first got it. But two, depending on how much we raise, we got to come up with some good incentives. But depending on how much we raise, I'm hoping we can get a producer.
Hope we get a producer, we get some merch.
Yeah,
but
definitely.
I gotta roll
because
I gotta shut it down.
Yeah,
so
but we appreciate y'all, man. We'll see y'all next Tuesday.
Peace out.